My agency did $25 million in 2025 in revenue because I've mastered the ability to sign very high paying clients. And in this video, I'm going to break down for you the best ways for you to sign clients in 2026 based on every single thing that I practice myself with my agency Genflow. If you're new here, my name is Shan, and 9 years ago, I started my agency Genflow. And today we've done $100 million in revenue. Last year was $25 million in revenue with a 22% profit margin. And today I work with some of the biggest creators and brands and online entrepreneurs in the world, providing 20 plus different services. The team is 110 plus. We have global offices, and ultimately we're very good at what we do because we've mastered the art of signing clients and using the right methods to sign clients. And that is what we're going to get into. So the way we're going to run this video is we're going to make it a bit more fun. I've come up with a bunch of different methods, and we have a classic ranking tier. So let's jump straight into it. What's the best way to get clients? Look, I'll be straight up. One of the best ways right now, and to cut to the chase, it's paid ads. Paid ads is S tier. We're going to start off with being positive. The reason paid ads is the best is because you can drive people into a lead magnet. It'll cost you $1 to $5 to be able to get a lead. So if you're an ads agency, for you to run ads, to be like, I'm going to teach you everything how to run ads for XYZ, give me your email. You'll be able to get that person's details, email and phone number. Then you need to email that person to make them understand how good you are, and they'll be able to book a call with you. Paid ads is the number one way because you can control it. When it comes to acquisition, there's some principles, right? You've got to be able to scale with it. There's so many of these we're going to talk about today that are not scalable. Paid ads is infinitely scalable because you just got to keep pumping content, keep producing ads, keep paying Meta, keep getting more leads. Is the best way. So the number one way you should be investing in 2026 to grow a service-based business is through paid ads. It is not saturated, it is not possible, etc. And I get it. You're like, hey, but I don't have any money. But like, you need to reinvest any money that you can, because if you don't, you won't succeed. And the amount of agency owners today, I guarantee 99% people watching this video that are providing some service, you don't even have a pixel on your website. Forget even running ads. Like, the low-hanging fruit of people checking out your website and then you're never even targeting them is crazy, right? So paid ads is the number one way for you to do that. Next up, I'll tell you what isn't going to work. What isn't going to work is like DM appointment setting, and I'm going to put that down here to C. So where you're going wrong today is that you're looking at the methods people use to sell courses, digital products, and you're trying to use it for your agency. Can you sit in the DMs and talk to people and ascertain the problems and trying to sell your program? Yeah. Could you then get them to be like, hey, I want to help you with your thing? So if you're doing outbound through DMs, trying to get them on calls to sell them a service, very, very hard. So for me, I wouldn't be looking to do that at all. Could you warm people, have conversations? Yes. Actually, I'm going to make a new one and I'm going to call it selling through conversations. And I'm going to put that as A, because ultimately that is how you do it correctly. So what the next method is selling through conversations. That if you sat and had enough conversations through DMs and emails and comments and on social media with your ideal clients, they will want to come and work with you. Because the truth is nobody's talking to anybody. It's all spam, it's all terrible. And if you can make a connection with someone, even just in speaking, you will have better chance of signing those clients. So I will say A tier, selling through conversations. Next up, let's have a look at, I guess let's just get to it, right? We've got to put this down here in D. Automated cold outreach, buying leads. So if you are buying leads from an Apollo or wherever you're getting them from, and you're going to hit them up with your 3 email step thing, it is the worst way. And I'll tell you, there's 2 types of people that tell you to do that today. 1, it's people that are selling that as a coaching program. 2, it's agency owners that are no longer agency owners and they think logically that makes sense. Yeah, send 30,000 messages. So it's just the best way to get clients because, volume will just beat it. No, because it's just dumb. And the emails are terrible. Everybody can now see an automated email a mile away in your inbox with your double hyphen, with your ChatGPT text. It's so bad. If you're doing that, good luck. And I know. One of you is like, yeah, but it worked for me. I got 3 calls booked. Oh, it worked for me. I got 7 clients. Let me know when you're on $25 million a year. That's all I'm saying, right? So I'm giving you the context of growth. The truth is, every single one of these will work to get some clients to make 10, 20K a month. Great. But none of these are, it's about scalable, right? Do you want a scalable acquisition strategy, or do you want to be an agency which gets 3 clients, loses 1, gets 2, loses 2, gets 3, loses 1, and this is your journey. Or do you want to be an agency that grows every single year? So this is my agency. $6,000 in 2016, $130,000 in 2017 is probably where a lot of you guys are in between these two boxes. $2 million in 2018, and ever since then, we have grown every single year. I don't think there's another person on YouTube that has had this level of success with an actual agency selling services, not courses. So what I'm telling you is from that context. And I know a lot of that will hurt your belief in what you believe today and what you've been told, but I'm telling you, you have to have scalable acquisition strategy. And it cannot be, oh, but it worked today, so it's gonna work for me. Is this gonna be what's gonna keep on happening? You need a strategy. You need to focus on signing clients the right way. And that is the focus of this video. And this was just quick context for you. So let's jump back in, right? Okay. We don't want to do any clay, Apollo, all of that rubbish. And it is rubbish. You don't need to touch any of that stuff and waste your time. It won't work. You know, another one right here, I'm actually going to put it, it's C actually, it's pretty good. It's Upwork. Upwork and freelance marketplaces is a great way to get some clients and get some proof and keep going. It's a great way to make cash. So, you know, I don't think it's a way to like build a very successful long-term agency, but is it a way to get money? Actually, no, I'm going to put that in B. I think anyone could jump on there and make some money and continuously get leads, but they won't be the best leads, right? So if I was to write something else here, right, like it's like low-end leads, and the truth is like terrible, never do. Let's do it like that. You know, this is never do it. And these two here will get you high ticket clients, you know, high money, because ultimately you will attract the right person doing this. Similarly, let's jump into referrals. A lot of you, if I asked you where your clients come from, you'll probably say referrals. Referrals is fine. I'm going to put it into terrible because referrals is not an acquisition strategy. If someone refers you, it's bonus. If you want to get from 10K to 50K a month, which means you need to get 4 times the clients you have today, referrals cannot be part of that strategy. Referrals is bonus. Referrals is not growth strategy. It is happening because you're doing a good job, you're getting referred, great. You cannot be dependent on that. You cannot grow your agency. So referrals, I'm going to put into terrible from a acquisition standpoint. Of course, referrals are great. It means you are killing it. Well done. But from an acquisition point of view, stay with me, right? The other thing, which is absolutely amazing right now, and I'm going to put it straight in the S tier, it's lead magnets. For you to do lead magnets, ultimately, I want to put content and person brand too, right? So if you create content and you run lead magnets, people are going to want to work with you, because ultimately lead magnets is take your best thing you know. If I gave you $10,000 right now, what is the one thing you could do for me? Take that, put that into a lead magnet, tell me how you're going to do it, right? If you're like, Shan, I will make your YouTube thumbnail so much better. Cool. That should be a lead magnet. How to make highly optimized thumbnails for business owners. Give me an email, I'll show you how. Because then I will hire you to do that. If you showcase what you do, you will get paid to do the exact same thing. The amount of people in my emails are like, oh, I can increase your, you know, whatever. And you're like, cool, but how? Oh yeah, but book a call, then I'll tell you. It's like, no, tell me how. If you tell me, I will pay you. Then I have a chance to pay you, right? So creating content will be one of the best ways to drive people towards you as an acquisition strategy, because you drive people to lead magnets. You then talk to them through conversations. You then run paid ads to everybody that checked out your profile, everybody that hit up your website. And ultimately, this here is a mini ecosystem. If I was to be honest, you know, if I was to draw a box around this, and let's do like, right, this right here, actually, no, instead of red, let's make it green, because this is the money box. This is the box that's going to make you money. Here we go. So this is the money box, right? You do this stuff and everything I put in this box, you're going to make more money than you've ever made. If you want to do this shit at the bottom, you're going to stay where you are in 2026. That's the actual fact. Let's do another one. Cold calling. I had someone say to me the other day in one of our Genflow Accelerator calls, he's like, they get the lead and basically they cold call them. And he's like, yeah, but it works though. I was like, right. So how many clients have you signed? Like how scalable is it? And how can you build reputation and actually be really good at what you do if you literally are randomly calling someone and then getting to be like, hey, who's doing your emails today? It's like, what is the worst way? I never answer my phone. I don't know who does anymore. Imagine getting a call. Ultimately, people that are going to answer your phone are going to be the clients you never want. Is this the truth? Right? There's some silly things in here I'll just delete because my team added it. I think the other thing, part of it would be, I'm going to put it right here, is Money's live webinars. And this is something new. So like if you started running a mini webinar of like, say you're a retention email agency. If you're like, hey, I'm running a webinar to teach business owners or D2C brands how to make money through email. If 50 people turn up to it and the ending is book a call with us and to see how we can help you, and 5 people book calls, that'll be amazing. Not that, because the skill you will learn in being able to sit and present, like me here, 2 cameras, right? Loom, it's a full thing. You learn how to speak, to explain, etc. And this, even content creation for myself, has made me even better at client meetings, even better in sales calls. I do live webinars to like 10,000 people watching. It has made me very good at it. And that's only making me sign more clients. To be honest, in the last month, we probably signed more clients than we have in a very long time, because I am in the zone. I'm ready to pitch, to speak, to sell, because I'm doing that. I'm doing that in this very video. So for you to do live webinars, there'll be a little bit of case of, yes, do you need to post content, you need to do this? But as a strategy, it's one of the best ways right now, because you can live showcase your skill. So if you are a retention agency, email agency, you can live be like, good email, bad email, what would I do? Take questions, answer them. Again, you just need 50 people. 10% people will book a call. And then, if you have a 30-40% close rate, you get 2 new clients. So if you ran a live webinar every Saturday, you potentially could get 2 new clients every Saturday. But you don't think that's possible, or you don't want to do it because you're going to stick to what you already do, which is 30% referrals. It's some cold emails and, some inbound. And you don't have a strategy. And look, if you're like, Shan, you're right, I don't have a strategy. If you want a strategy, click the link down below, book a call with us, and I will help you create your own growth strategy that you can implement over 6 months, because I help agencies do the exact same thing. But anyway, let's keep it moving. We know what to do. Let's do something. Let's jump onto ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. I am an agency owner. What would be the 5 ways for me to get clients if I am trying to scale from 20K per month to 100K per month, and my agency is an email-based retention agency, and I help D2C brand. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Founder-led content, outbound. Founder-led, outbound. Don't pitch email marketing, pitch missed revenue. Oh no. Use Apollo story. No. Loom audits are like, close 5-10 clients, performance-based case study funnel. Let's do this one by one, right? So founder-led, outbound, hyper-targeted, ROI-driven. I agree with that. Not sure about the approach. So let me talk about that. To be honest, that's the same as my hot outreach. That's great. So founder-led, outbound, right? So let's do this. That's a great way to paraphrase it. Founder-led, outbound. And that's going straight up here. Boxes has to get wider. More money. We're going to make more money, guys. Hot outreach, founder-led, outbound. So this is all about you, right? You need to have personalized conversations. You are outbounding. You are trying to be at the forefront and sign clients yourself. Then you systemize it. Then you get a VA to do it. But what the trick is? The VA does it under your email. Make a secondary email, still your name, and get them to send and do emails. So it's still founder-led, but you're not physically doing the work. I agree. One of the best ways. So I like that. I don't know what it means by, I think it's trying to say like figure out who uses Shopify, whatever, find the missing flows, revenue benchmarks. I like that approach. You want to customize it. Performance-based case study funnel, your silent closer. You want to build weaponized case studies, hero case study. I don't like this. Nobody cares. I added X in 60 days for Y client. It's the worst thing. Sorry, ChatGPT. No, I'm going to call it. Let's call it something. Let's call it case study sales. This is no bueno. Terrible. You know why? Because nobody cares. If you're sending people emails saying, let's go back to our retention and email agency. Hey, we helped this brand send this many emails and 200% uplift in 60 days and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. No. What you want to do, you want to point out the problems in their flows, in what they're doing wrong. I only care about myself. So if you're going to pitch me, I do not care about what you've done for nobody else. All I care about is, what can you do for me? Once I think you're useful to me, is when I want to know, have you done it for other people? But if you start with, hey, it's like, I'm going to give you a terrible analogy. You don't walk up to a girl and say, hey, do you know I slept with the other girl and it was amazing? It won't work, right? You'll be like, you're going to impress the person first then you talk about yourself or whatever. But you're not going to do that. You're not going to use a case study trying to make them believe you. And when you do that and people jump on your call, and I get some of you do that and you get a call booked, right? And you'll be like, yeah, but I get calls booked because someone will jump on and be like, so what do you do for that brand? Tell me. How did they make more money? And the whole premise is wrong. They're more intrigued about this other brand and what you did versus what can you actually do for them. The setup is all wrong, so don't do that. So for me, case study sales are not good. Let's look at the next one. Strategic partnerships. Yes, love it. So strategic partnerships is a great, great way. Do I have it on my thing? Yes, there we go. Strategic partnerships. Love it. I'm going to put strategic partnerships. Actually, no, let's put it here. It's A tier. It's A tier if done correctly. So strategic partnerships, I did one recently. The key thing is that you're selling together. You say, hey, look, we do emails. I have somebody that also, I think you guys are lacking ads. We don't do it, but I can bring someone in to help you and we can both do this together. That works really well. So you want to go and partner with adjacent services to the service you offer, and that will massively help you. So strategic partnership, I agree, ChatGPT, that is correct. Authority content, but only one platform. Cool, we all like one platform. But yeah, we've already got that. You gotta create content, right? Authority content and personal brand. Next, Ascension offers, offer stack. Yeah, I'm not sure about Ascension offers, but what I will say in relation to what it means is upselling. So let's make a new one, fits our box perfectly. Upselling new services to existing clients. So I think the premise of that is correct because every single one of you that has an agency, I spoke to an agency the other day, he had 50 clients. I'm like, go and sell to the best ones. What's the next thing you can sell to the best clients? And I had to have this happen all the time in the accelerator. People are like, oh, I literally went and just spoke to my client last week and got another $2,000 a month from them. There's so much low-hanging fruit in your current client base. So yeah, those are the 5 from Mr. AI. So that being said, what have I missed? Some other ones we all know about, right? So like AI looms, never do it. There's some here as well, right? Like none is that important. So yeah, anyway, just to recap, your strategy to sign clients, in other words, in 2026 must be you have to post content. You got to create lead magnets because you can show your expertise behind the scenes. In the lead magnet, in the email flows, post the lead magnet. You have to run paid ads. You've got to conversate with people online yourself. Go and find the 20 best companies you can work with. Find the founders, find the team, go and interact with them on social media. If they're not on social media, they're your wrong clients. I'm going to premise this whole thing with let's change this color too. Your goal has to be you want online clients. That's it. You don't want offline businesses. You want online clients. You want to do live webinars. You want to do strategic partnerships. You want to upsell. If this is your strategy for 2026, you will grow your business massively. If your strategy is to continuously rely on referrals, if your strategy is to buy leads, if your strategy is to just keep spamming people but think it's personalized, if your strategy is to create some prompt because you get it or you're going to use my framework to create some prompt and you think it's still going to work, no, you cannot cheat the work that needs to be done. This is how you can scale an agency in 2026. And look, if you're someone that wants to help, if you want a custom growth plan written by me and my team, because we help agency owners do this and sign lots of clients and get percentages on deals and the rest of it, you can book a call down below. But anyway, 2 videos every single week. Make sure you hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.